Top Weather is sponsored by Seneca Resorts and Casinos. Nothing else comes close.
Right now on Daybreak, tariffs taking effect overnight with all eyes on Washington and Wall Street. Plus, a change of plan for local churches as the Vatican lets them remain open while making their case to survive. And more than a week overdue, we're looking at the hang-up in Governor Kathy Hochul's $252 billion budget.
Live from 2 on your side, this is Channel 2 News Daybreak.
Good morning, 6:31 now on this Wednesday, April 9th. I'm Pete Gallivan. Melissa has the day off, but you're starting off another one cold. And Patrick, we are still waiting for spring to arrive. All those flowers that popped a little early, the crocus and the tulips and the hyacinth.
Yeah.
You're saying,
they're like, what, you were 70 a couple days in March, right? Just
Exactly.
a little head fake. Since then, yeah, it's been nothing like that. Very cold. The sun is up. It'll be a beautiful day today, at least to start, but it's chilly. 25 wind chills, not much wind, but enough to bring a little bit of a chill to the air. Teens. Area wide, though, we're well below freezing. 19 Dunkirk, 21 in the Falls. Skies clear, but we are going to cloud it up because of this system here that brings rain tomorrow. Today, sunshine, increasing clouds, becoming mostly cloudy, up to about 40 degrees, a dry day, but we are awaiting the arrival of this system that brings us some rain for your Thursday. More on that coming up, but first, with a look at the roads, here's Mr. Mellon. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Patrick. Buffalo Fire Department's on the scene of a house on fire in the Kensington neighborhood. That's Leonard Street that they're asking drivers to avoid between Kensington and Davidson. So we're going to be following that absolutely through the rest of the morning. Other than that, just seeing a couple of brake lights on the ramp from the 290 East to the 90 West. Nothing significant on the highways. We are accident-free this morning as drivers go towards downtown Buffalo on the 190 North here right near Seneca Street in front of a beautiful sunrise this morning. Pete, send it back over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Lance. It is 6:32 with President Donald Trump launching unprecedented tariffs, including a total rate of 104% on China. That's our top breaking story this morning. You're once again waking up to economic uncertainty as we could be looking at higher prices in the grocery store, as well as the car repair shop, and certainly don't look at your 401k. Here's what happened overnight. At midnight, U.S. Border Protection says it started collecting tariffs from 86 U.S. trading partners. The average tariff countries are facing 29%. Meanwhile, Canada has implemented its own 25% tariff on American-made vehicles going into Canada. China and the European Union have both indicated they plan to respond to the latest moves from the Trump administration. That according to NBC News. 6:33 on Daybreak and developing now. The Erie County Sheriff's Office is looking for your help in finding this woman who may be in need of medical attention. Take a look at your screen. Deputies say 60-year-old Margaret Cabarga of Boston, New York, was last seen driving a white 2016 Buick Verano, license plate number HPR 6910. She's described as 5'1", blonde hair, brown eyes. If you have any information, call the number on your screen, 716-858-2903. Some local Catholic churches can stay open for now, and it's all thanks to the Vatican. This comes after 11 parishes were recommended to close or merge by the Diocese of Buffalo. The Vatican is now in the process of reviewing appeals from these churches. Some of the locations include St. Bernadette in Orchard Park, Infant of Prague in Cheektowaga, and Holy Spirit in North Buffalo. Two on your side spoke with people trying to keep the churches open. They tell us they're happy. They've caught the attention of the Vatican. Meanwhile, members of the Buffalo Diocese tell us they're confident the Vatican will ultimately side with them.
If there was something that was violated, I'd be happy to know what that is so that we could correct it. But I'm very confident in the process that we went through.
This is huge in terms of knowing that our story is valid. And we're not just asking for help and being turned away as the diocese turned every single parish away.
And it could be anywhere between 9 and 16 months before the Vatican makes a decision. Erie County must pay $28 million to a member of the Buffalo Five. Yesterday, a jury ruled that John Walker Jr.'s constitutional rights were indeed violated in connection with a 1976 murder and robbery that he did not commit. Walker, and the late Darrell Boyd were both wrongfully convicted and imprisoned for nearly 3 decades. Boyd passed away back in November. Walker was awarded monetary damages from the city of Buffalo, Erie County, and others responsible for his prosecution. The jury found that crucial evidence had been withheld in his case, evidence that could have exonerated them before his trial ever took place. We don't know yet how much in total Walker was awarded in damages. It's been over a week since New York State's budget was due, and while this isn't the first time it's been late, we are learning more about what some of the holdups are this time around. The budget delay was partly due to a public safety issue. This as Governor Kathy Hochul wants to see changes to trials involving reformed discovery laws. Now, discovery refers to the process of sharing evidence in criminal cases. As of 2020, that timeline window was shortened. Some prosecutors say it can lead to the failure of protecting survivors in cases involving sexual assault, as they may get dismissed on legal technicalities. Now, we spoke with both sides of the aisle who say there are issues when it comes to the law.
The governor appears to have dug her heels in on the changes that she wants, and I have to give her credit. I disagree with the governor on a lot of things, but she's holding her ground, it appears, on the changes to the discovery laws, and that's incredibly important.
We've got quite a few folks I know us saying, listen, it's working, we just need better software, we just to be able to transmit that. New York City's the holdup, but there is a concern about the rate of dismissed cases, and I certainly share in that.
And the governor's proposal includes prosecutors being able to certify once all relevant materials are in their actual possession, expanding auto redaction to eliminate sensitive details unrelated to a case, as well as changes to grand jury cases. 6:37 now, and we've got some promising results from a recent study. There's new hope that a blood test could detect Alzheimer's disease following a study published by Nature Medicine. According to the study, researchers were also able to figure out the severity of the disease based on the results of a blood test. From there, they could help patients make necessary lifestyle changes.
Having a quick and easy and reliable diagnostic tool would completely change the game. If we can catch it earlier, what the study shows is that potentially we can take steps similar to what we do in terms of lowering our blood pressure, lowering our cholesterol, to hopefully stave off the onset of Alzheimer's symptoms.
And for more information on the study and Alzheimer resources, you can visit WGRZ.com. And Mother Nature's not helping out, but Canalside has a sign of spring coming. Yeah, this is going to be coming out of hibernation soon. The solar-powered Heritage Carousel reopening at 2 o'clock on Friday. In the week leading up to Easter next week, spring break week, you can expect special discounts, giveaways, and even visits from the Easter Bunny. Tickets are $3 per ride. And a Bills Mafia icon is sharing her knowledge of the Queen City culture. Actress Haley Steinfeld was on Jenna and Friends yesterday, where she talked about her engagement to Bills quarterback Josh Allen and also Buffalo's chicken wing culture.
You just got engaged. We're so happy for you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. What was that day like for you? Was it a beautiful moment?
It was, yeah, wow, that was quite the journey.
Yeah.
Wings.
I know.
Buffalo, we got there.
I will say there is a proper way to eat a wing, and that much I have learned.
Okay, you know how to eat it and not get messy.
Yes.
What could be more different, Hollywood and Buffalo? I feel like it's like the opposite poles of life, but you guys are bringing it together.
Totally.
Yes.
As long as Buffalo is the great pole, obviously. Haley's new movie, Sinners, is out in theaters next Friday, April 18th. And before we head to Patrick, we've got a quick update on a story we've been telling you all morning. The Erie County Sheriff's Office has canceled the alert for a missing woman from Boston. They say she's been found, but don't have any other details at this time. We talked about that just a few minutes ago. Once again, the sheriff's canceling that alert for the missing woman from Boston. All right, good. Patrick is up on the roof.
Yes.
That was good news. Otherwise, you don't have good news weather-wise.
No.
Not
and
great
I want,
news, anyway.
I want to invite Mr. John Legend here to Western New York to, kind of pivot his take that this is the opposite of glamorous.
Show them the Hollywood of the East,
There we go.
also known as Buffalo.
There we go. There we go. I loved that interview with Haley Steinfeld. I did watch it. They mentioned her engagement and her love for Buffalo. All great. They just never officially mentioned who she was engaged to. It was kind of funny. They just said engaged Buffalo. It's Josh Allen, the quarterback of the Bills. That was not mentioned. Anyway, great interview. She just sounds like a joy for sure. All right. Yeah, Pete mentioned, too, that the weather is looking kind of going downhill. Today looks fine. We're going to be just on the chilly side, sunshine, but increasing clouds. When I say the weather goes downhill, that's really tomorrow. Today, just a little cool with some thickening clouds today. A couple of flurries, by the way, in far, far western Chautauqua County near Sherman, Peak, maybe Ripley. Other than that, it's a clear sky. There's the system, though, for tomorrow. For this afternoon, increasing clouds. Temperatures in the upper 30s, close to 40. Tomorrow morning, yeesh, yes, there may be some snowflakes early as the precipitation arrives because notice numbers will be close to freezing. But as we head into the afternoon, actually, as we head towards the mid to late morning, it changes to rain with temperatures in the 40s. And as we look ahead, more rain, especially later Friday. The Friday morning commute may be okay. Friday afternoon and tonight is when we get the next round of rain, but maybe a little snow tomorrow morning in Springville, which is where we find Kevin. Good morning.
Aha! Yeah, maybe the snow capital of Erie County. This building was dilapidated, and they could have knocked it down and put up a corporate, coffee chain. But a bunch of hippies had a vision. What? And they've turned this space into a wonderful place. We'll show you after the break.